2 steps with Miss Calico. You're so welcome. So first thing it tells you the steps. Steps to solve equations. Goal to get the variable by itself. That's always your goal at the end, because when you get the variable by itself, you solve it. Step 1, draw a line through the equal. So through the equal sign, you would draw a line straight down. Locate the variable. Figure out which side the variable is on. Read the problem. And first thing you're going to do is add or subtract using the inverse operation to both sides. So if you see addition, do subtraction. And then secondly, you would multiply or divide using the opposite operation. You start easy, then you go up to hard. And then step 4, combine integers or do the math. Remember, equations must be balanced. And remember, you can always check your work plus the solution, plug the solution back into an equation. All right, so Miss Calico is going to do the the odds with you. So you will be able to, so it'll be a little easier for you. Okay, I'll do the odds. So first one, y equals 2x plus 1, and it wants you to fill in the table. So in order to fill in the table, first thing you do is rewrite the equation. To set you up, y equals 2x plus 1. Now I'm going to take my x values and plug it in to find y. So y equals 2, x is negative 3 plus 1. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Negative 6 plus 1, negative 5 is my y value. Try negative 1. Y equals, and then 2 is part of my equation. Then it says x. My x was negative 1 plus 1. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2 plus 1, negative 1. 0 is my next x value. So y equals 2, a part of my formula, it says x. X is 0 plus 1. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1, 1. 2 is my next x value. Y is equal to 2. X is 2 plus 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1, 5. And then number 5, or x value 5, y equals, there's my 2, plug my x value in, plus 1. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 1, 11. And that's how you complete this this chart. Now, if you were to do this on a graphing calculator, if you have a graphing calculator at home. If you don't have a graphing calculator at home, it's okay. You can do it by hand. If you do, however, you would turn your graphing calculator on. You would go to y equals and plug in your equation. My equation was 2x plus 1. From there, I'm going to go to second graph to give me a table. And I look at my values. At negative 3, I'm at negative 5. Just checking my work. Negative 3, negative 5. At negative 1, I'm supposed to be at negative 1. Negative 1, negative 1. At 0, I'm supposed to be at 1. 0, 1. At 2, I'm supposed to be at 5. 2, 5. And then at 5, I'm supposed to be at 11. 5, 11. Okay? Your job, I'm going to have you guys do, well, actually, I'll do the rest. Okay, so negative 3 is my y value. My x value. So y is equal to negative 3x plus 2. I always rewrite my equation. Now I'm going to plug it in. Y is equal to negative 3. X value, negative 3 plus 2. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. 9 plus 2, 11. This one switches it up and gives you a y value instead. So you would plug in 5 for y. And try to figure out what x is. Well, if I subtract 2 from 5, I get 3. 3 is equal to negative 3 times x. The only way I can get a positive 3 when multiplying by a negative 3 is to multiply by another negative. And in this case, negative 1. Try 2. Subtract 2. In order to get negative 3 to equal 0, I'm going to have to multiply by 0. Negative 7 is equal to negative 3x plus 2. Subtract 2 on both sides. In order to get negative 9 from negative 3, I'd have to know, or I'd have to realize that x is going to be equal to positive 3. And then going back to our original way, y is equal to negative 3. My x value is negative 5 plus 2. Negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15. 15 plus 2, 17. Check my work. Type y equals, or go into y equals. And then I'm going to type my equation in. Negative 3x plus 2. Second graph. At negative 3, I should be at 11. Awesome. At negative 1, I should be at 5. At 0, I should be at 2. At 3, I should be negative 7. And at negative 5, I should be at 17. So that one works out also. Last one. Y equals 3x plus 5. This one only gave me y values. So what I would do is I would plug that in. Three x plus 5. In order to get negative 10, I have to be at negative 5 as my x value. In order to get negative 4, I have to be at negative 3 as an x value. In order to be at 2, I have to be at negative 1 as an x value. In order to get 5, I have to put in 0 as an x value. And in order to get 11, I have to plug in 2 as an x value. This is what you will be expected to do in Algebra 1. You will be expected to know how to find the missing value when given an equation. If we're missing x, we plug it in. If we're missing y, we still plug it in. You use your equation to find out what you don't know. Okay?